Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with another mail day. It's mail day number 77. As always, these cards are going to be featured in my PWCC vault so we can look at high-def images, look at some card ladder data, and even go a little step further and look at some PSA pop reports today. Nothing crazy in this mail day. Nothing huge, nothing high end, but a lot of cards I needed to add to my collection to fill in some gaps, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I show you some of these other shared PWCC links. As a set collector, I can't get away from it, and so a lot of this has to do with like miniature set collecting. It's like set collecting within a player collecting venue. So let's not waste any more time. I'm going to get you over screen share you. I've got a PWCC link pulled up. Here's the mail day number 77, and let's start the show. The first card is a card you guys have seen before. I picked up an extra copy. This is my 1998 Legacies Michael Jordan PSA 8. I ran across this card for a super good price. Couldn't resist picking up a duplicate copy, and I did. Real quick, I'll show you what I have in this card. I have 4 copies. I've got the 9.5 Min Gem, which I am holding for my good friend Zach, and I will sell it to him or trade to him as soon as he pulls the funds together. Oh my gosh, do I have 2 of those? Apparently I have 2 of those. I have 2 9.5s, one for Zach. I have a PSA 8 and I have a PSA 8. So I've got 2 PSA 8s, 2 9.5s. I'll let Zach pick whichever of those BGS 9.5s he wants, and then I'll obviously keep the other one as part of my Jordan Gem Mint collection. Moving along, back to our list. The next one on the slideshow is the 1992 Topps Gold number 3. In 1992 Topps, and I'm going to pull it up for you, there are 4 Jordan Topps cards. There are also 4 Jordan Topps Gold parallel cards. If you include the 92 Archives, Topps Archives, which was released, and that's the Jordan card that replicates, it's like a retro 1984 Topps baseball version. There's 5 total Jordan Gold cards from 1992. I might be wrong. Somebody correct me if I've got that incorrect, but I think I'm right. I've got the PSA pop report pulled up for the 1992 Topps Gold regular, and then of course you throw in the Archives Gold, which would be 5. Here's the 4. They are card number 3, 115, 141, and 205. In gold, they go, here's the PSA 10, as you can see on your screen, 84, 196, 360, 241. Over 1,000 have been graded for most of them. For card number 3, only about 780. The PSA 8s are not rare. They are not valuable. They're just cool. I just like the gold parallel. It brings back memories. I actually... well, that's a long story. I'm not going to go into it. But I like 92 Topps Gold. We'll just leave it at that. And so you can see the pops are 260, 232, 384, and 339. So easy to find, not super valuable. Here's what I have. I've got them all. So I've got all 5 of the Topps Gold 1992 Michael Jordan cards in PSA 8 condition. And this is what they look like. There's card number 141 with Jordan scoring over Ainge, Cliff Robinson, and Porter. There is card number 115, the All-Star card with Jordan yamming it. I'm not sure who that is looking at him. It looks like a Cleveland Cavalier with great arms, and it looks like he's got an R in his name. I'm not sure who that is. I need to look closer at that. It could be a Nick. And then there is Jordan shooting a free throw for the 50-point club, because he scored 50 that year, which is not surprising. And on the back, it's really cool. It shows you who he scored 50 against. And that season, he went to town. So 69, 63, 61, 61, 59. Oh, this is all his seasons. Okay, so this is all the times he scored over 50 at that point. But it doesn't include 18 more times that he scored between 50 and 54. So these are just his highest scoring games, as you can see, with the dates right next to him. That's pretty cool. Only Wilt Chamberlain with 118 50-point games has scored more 50-point games than Jordan in the regular season. Jordan had 22. At this point, this is back in 1992. Of course, Wilt had 118. He had like 50 or something in one season. Wilt was just ridiculous. Moving along, there's the Topps Archives with the gold foil stamping right there, as you can see, Archives in gold. So that's the gold PSA 8 from that Topps Archives set. This is the card that we're looking at today that I picked up. This is card number 3. This is the rarest of the 4 as far as the pop report goes, shooting a jumper over Kevin Duckworth, whose fat ass was not even really contesting the shot. shot. It's almost like he's not even there. He's like an orange cone. So that's card number 3 in Topps Gold. And that completes it. So I've got that done. Checked off, over and done with. I've got all 5 Topps Gold PSA 8s done and over with. I'm pretty close on the 10s. I think on the PSA 10s I might have 3 or 4. I might still need 1 or 2. But like I said, even the 10s really aren't that expensive. So it's just a matter of throwing a few bucks at it. So that's the Topps Gold situation. Put that one to bed. And the next one I picked up, I've already have a copy of this. I just think this card's underpriced. Every once in a while, I'll point this out. I think there's a Jordan card that has pretty tough pack odds. That's really condition sensitive. This is really condition sensitive. Trust me, I know. I've tried to grade a bunch, and it's dark everywhere. Dark everywhere. Look at the top right. I mean, to find edges where you can't see this whitening is just almost impossible. The card is just really tough to grade. I don't know how else to say it. But this is my 1995 Ultra Scoring Kings PSA 8 that just arrived. I've got this pulled up as well. Just so you guys know, there's a regular and then there's the Hot Packs parallel. Believe it or not, you would think Hot Packs, oh, that sounds much more rare. It's not. The Hot Packs is actually twice as easy. And if you look at the pop report, it backs it up. So there are 81 PSA 8 regular. There are 168 PSA 8 Hot Packs parallels of this Scoring Kings. And I'm going to show you what the distinction between the two cards is. There's not a lot to it. Here's my 1995 Scoring Kings PSA 8s. I've got 2 Hot Packs. I've got 2 regular. Again, I'm not a hoarder here, but I just think these cards are a little bit underpriced, to be quite honest with you. And I think there'll be a time where I can make a couple $100 on these cards. Here's the PSA 8 Hot Packs, and this is what makes the Hot Packs a Hot Packs. It's just got that little red Hot Pack stamp right there. That's the difference. That's the difference between the two cards. The cards look the same otherwise. So I've got Hot Packs 1. I've got the regular, and see, there's no Hot Packs there. Same card, everything looks the same, no Hot Pack stamp. Back to Hot Packs, PSA 8 again, and then back to regular card again with no Hot Pack stamp. So that's my my 4 Ultra Scoring Kings PSA 8s. Still need to pick up the PSA 10 or the BGS 9.5 from my high-end collection. But like you saw, there's only 7 of them out there. It's going to be pricey. It's not going to be easy. 7 PSA 10 regular. There's 10 PSA 10 Hot Packs. It's going to be tough. I might have to go the BGS 9.5 route or just pick up whichever one comes to market first. Next, I've got a 1992 Kenner starting lineup. It's called White Uniform because they didn't have card numbers on these Kenner starting lineups. And so you're not going to see like card number 12 or card number 15. It's just Jordan White Uniform, right? And then you'll see a Kenner starting lineup brown, Kenner starting lineup dribbling. That's how they kind of describe it. But all these starting lineups, the backs kind of look the same. With a replica autograph down there showing you Jordan's stats. It's super basic, super 80s, got that super 80s feel even though it's a 1992 card. But this is a PSA 8 and a relatively new PSA label. That's it. Kenner starting lineup, white uniform, not an expensive card, but a good pickup because I really do like the Kenner starting lineup. I'd like to push a little bit harder on the PSA 10s. They're just not cheap, man. I mean, a lot of them are 4-figure cards. They're just not cheap. The 1990 Panini sticker, Michael Jordan hand cut G. I've got the K sticker already. This is the G sticker. I think there's one more Jordan Solo sticker in this set. The pop report on this is kind of confusing. I don't understand stickers. I don't understand this set really well, so I'm not an expert. I'm not going to sit up here and espouse that I know very much about this. I just know I had the K. I didn't have the G, so I picked up the G. Pretty good looking 8 if you ask me. I mean, the damn thing looks pretty centered to me. Corners and edges look pretty sharp. I don't see any glaring defects. This might just be a case of PSA getting absurdly stringent in these most recent years. That's just my opinion. Next, I've got, speaking of not really understanding what the hell's going on, I'm going to do my best to explain these stupid holograms. These are the 1991 holograms. This is an Upper Deck International Michael Jordan. Again, no card number, blank back. And that's why it's called blank back. The back is blank. It is an award winner hologram for scoring, and you'll see down here it says scoring. I think this is like AW1 in America, but they don't have a number on it in the international version, and so it's just called blank back. I thought I had this pulled up. Okay, yeah, so here is what I can find under Upper Deck International Award Winner Hologram on the PSA Pop Report. There's not as many of these out there as you would think. Less than 100 graded of both the MVP and the scoring. And like we said, this is the scoring that I picked up. and I will show you all the different 1991 Upper Deck holograms that I have. I've got a bunch of them. I'm just throwing a bunch of darts trying to make sure I get all of them in PSA 8. PSA 10s, good luck. 2 of the MVP exist as far as the Upper Deck International Award winner holograms, and 1 in scoring. So PSA 8's a pretty damn nice pickup in my opinion, and they're really, 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 really cheap. Like, I was really surprised. I feel like these should be a little bit more valuable. I'm not saying they should be $1,000, but I would think, $150, $200 would not be crazy for a Pop 37, Pop 36. I mean, the actual holograms are pretty damn rare. I mean, there's just not that many of them that have ever even been graded. But here's what I have, and it's a bevy of them. I have 7. These are just the PSA 8s, none of the PSA 10s that I have. So there's 91 Upper Deck holograms AW4. So this is America. So you'll see the American versions. There is an AW1 and an AW4, right? That's MVP and scoring. So AW4, I have 2 of those in PSA 8. AW1, I have 2 of those in PSA 8. Upper Deck International Award winner MVP I have. Upper Deck International Award winner scoring I have. So I've got everything covered with a couple of extra copies as well. So I should be set in my PSA 8s on 1991 Upper Deck holograms, whether it be domestic USA or international. I should be totally covered there. I think I'm done, unless there's some other creepy, crazy hologram out there I don't know about, which is quite possible. And then here's just an awesome looking 8 in my opinion. I think the centering looks really good. Top to bottom ain't great. Left to right's really good. I thought this was 9 worthy, but it's the 1998 Fleer Tradition Vintage 61. Obviously, there's a super rare parallel version, which is serial number to 61. That's not what this is. This is a super baby little cheap card. Even the back reeks of 61 Fleer. Pretty cool in my opinion. Pretty basic right there. It just has that vintage look on the front and the back. Of course, it's no accident. It's meant to resemble the 1961 Fleer set featuring, Wilt's rookie and Oscar and all those guys. There are 2 Jordans in this set. It's 142, the green one, and then they have another one. But I just picked up the green one, so I've got that one checked off. I'll have to find the other one as well. And then I actually picked this up, believe it or not. I do kind of scramble through and pick out some raw cards that I like to get sent here, clean them off, inspect them. Sometimes they pass, sometimes they don't pass my rigorous inspection process. But it's a color match Lillard that looked like it had pretty good centering. You can't tell perfectly as far as surface. Like, you see some of this white up here in this black area. I can't tell if that's on the card or on the case. I guess I'll get it, wipe it, and see. The last few that I've got from PWCC that are certified by Mike Baker weren't great, and so I had to just kind of throw them in a box and say sell these raw later somehow. Just put it off for another day. But you can check the heat map, and this one has no heat, which means no glaring defects that Mike Baker could discover as far as corners, edges, or anything like that. If there was a defect, you'd see like a glowing yellow, and so that's why I took a chance on this one. Again, I think I might have paid like $10 or something. I don't know, something like that. You could find it. It was in the most recent PWCC Weekly. So I figure I'll try to grade it, run it up the flagpole. If it comes back a PSA 10, I got a nice Lillard to add to the collection. If it comes back a 9 or lower, I'm just going to sell the card and hope to get my grading cost and money back, which I probably won't. But you guys know I do collect Lillard, so that's what that is. But that's the mail day, right? That's mail day number 77. A duplicate Legacies. Closed the book on my 1992 Topps Gold PSA 8. Picked up another duplicate Scoring Kings Jordan, not the Hot Packs version, the regular version, which is more rare. Added a Kenner starting lineup PSA 8. Added a second 1990 Panini sticker G to go along with my K sticker. I think I closed the book on the 1991 Upper Deck holograms, whether it be international or domestic. My first 1998 Fleer Tradition Vintage 61. I've never bought any card from that set, the high end or the base. And then a little raw Lillard that I'm going to run up the flagpole with PSA. Hopefully, when I get it back in hand here in Baton Rouge and I'll wipe it down and inspect it, we'll see. If I think it's PSA 10 worthy, I'll shoot it off. If it's not, I'll throw it in a box and forget about it. And it was a shot taken and a miss. Anyway, thank you guys for watching as always. You're usually getting these mail days either on a Saturday or Sunday morning, so I hope you're having a great weekend in and out of the hobby. Have fun with kids, family, sports, or collecting and buying and selling cards. A lot of fun stuff to do on the weekends with your free time when it comes to the hobby. So as always, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Pass my name along, pass my channel along. Just take it, hit share, put it in a text, send it to a buddy who's in the card business and say, hey, this idiot from Louisiana screams at the screen for about 15 minutes about the cards he gets, and sometimes it's educational and entertaining. But if you don't mind sharing and spreading the word, I'm trying to grow the channel so I can buy that island and do nothing but create Jordan content and buy Jordan cards, or really just all cards in general. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.